I'm going to be answering the question, what are the 3 red flags to avoid in a husband? And what are the 3 green flags to say yes to a husband? Okay? Because I believe that every man that gets married or that becomes a husband already has that potential in them. Okay? And I also believe that a husband is like the characteristics that they have, the quality that they have is for that particular person that is going to become their wife. Okay? So maybe this person might not be a good husband for someone else, but they might be a good husband for another person. Okay? And one of my belief is that relationships are so different. Okay? No 2 relationships are the same. So what is going to work for A might not work for B. So whenever you're taking relationships advice from online, make sure that whatever advice you're taking is for your relationship situation. Okay? Not everything online is for you. What is for you, take it. What is not for you, you don't have to take it. Okay? So first, we know that many people, when they see ladies online badging men or saying negative things about men, like men are wicked, men are cheats, men are evil, like some people have gotten to the point where they even say they don't need a man. All right? And then you begin to ask yourself, why are they saying all these things? Do these people really have a point, or are they just telling lies, But the truth is that many people that bash men, that way, are actually people that have been hurt, are actually people that have been through relationship situations that really hurt their emotions. So now they carry that emotional baggage. And whenever we hear women sharing their experiences online, one of the things that many people are tempted to say is, you choose wrong, that is your mistake, that is on you. But now the question is, what do you mean by when you say you choose wrong? And how can, or what would the woman have chosen? How do you know the right partner? What is the green flag in a man as a woman? What are those green flags? And also, I want to talk about this thing. There are many people that always say many women are looking for men that have money. Women are looking for men that will just do everything that they want for them, men that will not complain, men that will not discipline them. But that is all lies. Okay? That is all lies. Because the truth is that not all men that have money have what women really need. And this might sound crazy, but it's true, because some women don't even know what they want. They don't even know what they need. They just go through life, just experience the motion. They cannot really articulate what they need or what they want. All right? But now let's look at the green flags in a man. And I'm talking to, like, if you're a lady, right, you want to get that green flag in a man. Like, what makes this man a good husband for me? Remember, I said relationships are like not the same. So for you as the woman, what makes this man the right man for me? This is the question I'm going to answer. Okay? So one of the green flags in the relationship is, ask yourself the question, you as the woman, does this man make me laugh? It's very, very important. Does this man make me laugh? Like, when this man says something, that does it make you to laugh? Like, when you like somebody, when they say something and it makes you happy, that's a good sign, because it shows that when you like somebody, when they say something and it makes you happy, that's a good sign, because it shows that he's always going to make you laugh. Simple things like that. Does this man make me laugh? Yes, if he makes you laugh, then there is a high possibility that if you get married to this man, or if you are in a relationship with this man, you will definitely be happy. You find whatever he's saying funny. There are some people, maybe he might not be funny to another lady, but he is funny to you. So if that man makes you laugh, then that is a good sign that he might be a good partner for you or a good husband for you. Yes. Does he make you laugh? Trust me, because sometimes going through life is so stressful. But when you're going through life with somebody that always makes you laugh, then life becomes a little bit tense. Life becomes a little bit easy to go through, right? So if you find a man that makes you laugh, then that man might be a potential partner or husband for you. Okay? Number 2 green flag in a man is this man ambitious? You need a man that is ambitious, okay? And a man who is ambitious might have money at the moment, or he might not have money. All right? Let's say, for example, a man that has money right now, but he's not ambitious. He's not thinking bigger about the future. There's a high possibility that he might lose the money he has. He might lose that money. And maybe that relationship might become boring to you because he is not growing. You want a man that ambition is just like constant growth. Is this man thinking about growing? Right? Because if you're in a relationship with a man and he's not thinking about growing, then that relationship at one point might become boring to you. Things might change, and if this man is not willing to think big about the future, then that's not the right man for you. Unless you, as the woman, you're okay with him wherever he is at that point, but know that things might change. It could be for the worse if he's not seeing a brighter future. Just like if you meet a man that does not have money, but he's ambitious, he has dreams, he has goals, and you see him walking towards those dreams, those goals, those great ambitions, then that is a man that you can be with, because you know that in the future, this man is somebody that is going to walk towards his goals. All right. And the third green flag is a man that puts you in his thinking. He's thinking about you, in his decisions, in his plans. He has you in mind. Don't just think that, oh, we are dating right now. If this man, no matter the decision he takes, if he doesn't think about me, then maybe when we are married, he's going to think about me. No. Most of the attitude that are going to continue in marriage, you are going to be seeing that while you are dating. So if you realize that I'm dating this man, but whenever he's talking about a future plan, he's not mentioning us, he's not mentioning my name, he's not adding me to that plan. Or maybe he wants to buy something in that process that you're dating him, and he's not like getting your opinion on things. Or maybe he has a decision that he wants to make, and he's not trying to get your opinion about the decision he wants to make. Just know that there's a high possibility that when you get married to this man, he's also going to be somebody that will make his decisions on his own. He's going to make his plans by himself. He's not going to add you into his plans. And that is why there are many women that are married and they feel excluded from their husbands because they did not see these red flags while they were dating. Okay? A man who is for you will always have you in his plans. He will always have you in his plans. While you're dating, he will have you in his plans. When he's about to take decisions, your opinion is just out of respect. He's going to ask your opinion. That's just to show you that even if we are together in the future, this is the kind of person I'm going to be. Okay, so I talk about 3 green flags. 1, a man that makes you laugh. That is very important, because life has a way of stressing us. But when you have a man in your life that can make you laugh, trust me, life becomes easier. Okay. Number 2, you want a man that is ambitious. Okay, that is someone that thinks big about the future, someone that has plans to grow, and not someone that is just comfortable. Whether they have money or no money, they should be thinking of how they want to grow and expand. All right. And number 3, a man that has you in his plans, in his decisions, a man that also seeks, your input in the things he's doing. Not necessarily that your input is going to stop him, but just that he asks you so you can feel included in what he is doing. All right. Now, those are the green flags. What are the red flags in a man that is not a potential husband for you? I'm talking an individual you. Okay. Number 1, a man that does not make you laugh is just the opposite of what I said, right? A man that does not make you laugh. So no matter how funny what he says is, it doesn't tickles you, it doesn't make you laugh. It's just like, what is this man saying? I mean, you don't feel comfortable in his presence. You don't really like being in his presence. Maybe you just like his money, you like him that he's handsome, you like the way he dresses, but when he says things that are funny, you don't laugh at his jokes. You don't want to be with somebody for the rest of your life whose jokes are not funny to you. Like you're going to be living a miserable life. Okay? You want to make sure that you are with a man that makes you laugh, a man that you laugh at his jokes. That's very, very important. Okay? Make sure you choose a man that you laugh at his jokes. So if you cannot laugh at his jokes, if his jokes are not funny to you, then that man is not a potential husband for you. You don't want to spend the rest of your life with a man that does not tickle you, a man that does not make you happy, a man that does not, say things that makes you laugh, because every woman loves to laugh. And that is why you see comedians, they have one of the most beautiful wives. Yeah, women love to laugh. So you want to make sure a man that doesn't make you laugh, a man that doesn't tickles that side of you, that man is not a good man for you. I don't care if he has money or not. If he cannot make you laugh, he's not a good man for you. Maybe he might make another lady laugh, then he's the man for that lady. Okay, choose a man that makes you laugh. All right. And number 2 red flag is a man that is not ambitious. You don't want a man that is not ambitious. Even if the man has money today, you don't want a man that is just comfortable. Okay? If he has money today and he does not have plans to grow, unless he has a steady job and you as the woman, you're okay, you're secured with what he has. All right, in the next 10-20 years, if this man has the same job, I'm going to be with him. Fine, that's okay. All right, that is good. But if you have a man that does not have money today, but that man is ambitious people, one thing that I insist on men that are ambitious is because ambitious people are always willing to take risks, to take actions that will make life better for them and for you. You want a man that is able to move, a man that is able to go after dreams, that is able to chase dreams. That's the kind of man that you want. So any man that is not ambitious is the wrong man for you, unless he has a steady job and you are comfortable with that job. Okay. And the 3rd red flag in a man is a man that does not include you in his future or in his conversations. You are dating somebody, right? And he's about to purchase something, and he does not care about your opinion, he does not care about what you think. Trust me, when you get married to that kind of a man, it's gonna be the same. He's not gonna include you in his discussions, and you're gonna feel left out. You're gonna feel left alone. So you want to be able to be with a man that makes you feel included. Then that is the man for you. That is your own man. Even if you have been in a relationship with somebody for 2, 3, 4 years, and he's talking about his future, when I become this, when I do this, and then you don't hear him saying, we are going to, I would love for us to, just know that man is not for you. Because a man that is for you naturally includes you in his plans, includes you in his discussions. Okay? Now, we have spoken about the 3 green flags in a man or your potential husband, and we have spoken about the 3 red flags in a man or in somebody that is your potential husband. Now, I'm going to tell you what might happen if you get married to a man that has these 3 green flags, and what might happen if you get married to a man that has these 3 red flags. And then we'll take it from there. Okay? First, let's start with the green flag. Remember I said the 3 green flags is a man that makes you laugh, a man that is ambitious, a man that includes you in his plans. Imagine that you're married to a man that makes you laugh. The reason why when I talk about this, I'm just smiling is because I remember watching a couple, and they were married for over 40 years. And when they asked them, like, what is your secret to a happy marriage? I'm talking like happily married. And I remember the lady saying, my husband always makes me laugh. We laugh all the time. Even when we are arguing, we laugh. And I could relate to that because that's exactly the way my husband and I are. Like we can be saying the most serious thing in the world, and all of a sudden you see us, we start laughing, because he maybe says something in a way that makes me laugh. And that is what keeps the relationship as well. And then I realized that humor is very important in a marriage. So as a woman, when you get married to a man that makes you laugh, it is the burden of marriage. Marriage is already very difficult. It's complicated. But when you have a partner to laugh with, even in the hardest moment, it's going to feel light. Okay? That's what's going to happen when you get married to a man that makes you laugh. Now, when you get married to a man that is ambitious, you're going to feel so secure. So secure. And by the way, an ambitious man is equally a man that is willing to make changes. Okay? A man that is willing to make changes. Which means that if situations arise where he has to make some changes so life can get better for you both, he is going to do that. Let me tell you this example. There was a lady that got married to a guy that was a taxi driver, right? She got married to this guy, and there was an opportunity for that guy to start earning more in what he's doing. This guy deliberately refused, that he was not going to do that. He was not going to see a means in which he can increase his income for his family, and he does it. He said he's not going to do that. He said he's comfortable with the amount of money he's making for his family. That is a man that has a rigid thinking. He's made up his mind to just remain on one position. So if you are a woman and you have that kind of a man in your life, whether he has money or not, if he's not thinking about always making life better, you don't want that kind of a man, because there will be situations in your marriage where there can be an opportunity to take your family's life to a better place because you have a man that is not ambitious a man that is not thinking big, a man that doesn't want better for his life and the life of your family, you are going to miss that opportunity. That is why you don't need that kind of a man. Okay? So avoid that, so that in the future you will not be that woman that is crying, that look at this opportunity that my husband is letting go of. All right? And this is what will happen if you also get married to a man that does not include you in his plans or decisions. Imagine that your husband want to buy a land, or maybe your husband want to buy, something that really costs a lot of money, or he wants to take a decision that can alter things for your family, and he doesn't like include you in that conversation. You're gonna feel left out. He's just like telling you, I did this, I did that. So he's always informing you about what he has already done. He's not telling you things so you both can plan, so you can feel like you are part of the marriage, right? You don't want that kind of a man, because you're always going to be feel left out. You're going to be feeling alone. You're going to be feeling so lonely. You're going to be feeling so bored in that relationship. And in some cases, some women might decide to divorce. Some women might decide to cheat. Some women might prefer their friends over their husbands, because they feel left out. And you don't want to find yourself in that situation. So the best thing you can do is make sure you choose a man that makes you feel included in the relationship. And like I said, during the dating stage, you can see all the flags. The thing is, many a times women are looking at the wrong flags. You're looking at the wrong signs. But I've told you these 3 signs. Once you look for this and you go for a man that has these 3 signs, divorce will never be a part of your life, because he's gonna make you happy. He's gonna make you feel included, and he's gonna make you feel secured. And these are very important aspects that every woman needs to thrive. Okay.